Okay, so in the last video we have seen that we can download the data from the API, and we have run a unit test to check that the data that we've downloaded, we are able to actually see the Java object of the data that we have downloaded. Now next what we want to do is we would like to actually show the list of articles on the homepage of our app, and to show a list of items. I think one of the best ways to go forward with that is to use a recycler view. So I will put a recycler view into my fragment, and I will use the LiveData to load the data from the client API via retrofit. The retrofit stuff we have already built, so I'm just going to call the function and we'll get the items, and we'll go ahead with that. Okay, so let's just see how that goes. What I'm going to do is okay, so yeah, first I will just add the recycler view library into my project. So this here we go, recycler view, implementation for recycler view, sync it. Then I'm gonna go to the layout for my fragment home, and inside my fragment home I'm going to remove this text view that exists there, and I'm going to replace that with a recycler view. Okay, so there we go, recycler view. Okay, I'm going to give it a width of match parent and a height of wrap content. Height I'm going to give it match parent as well. Okay, and we just give it an ID, recycler view. Let's just call it recycler view. I think feed, article feed, recycler view underscore recycler view article feed, something like this. Okay, so what else we can do is now go to my fragment class. So here's my fragment which I'm gonna work with. Sorry, this is the home fragment, and there's the home view model. So inside the home view model, first of all I'm gonna do is add a data member. So I'll add a data member called global feed, which is going to be of type mutable live data, which will contain an array list of mutable live data array list of I don't know, I think it can contain articles, right? And we'll write like something like this, by lazy. So doing something by lazy in Kotlin means that unless somebody tries to access global feed for the first time, this object does not get created. Okay, so just construct this and return by lazy. Then I'm going to create a function here, fun refresh global feed, and what we'll do is do conduit client dot conduit API dot get articles dot enqueue. So I'm gonna enqueue that. So I think what we can do is enqueue takes an object of this callback type, which contains a on response and on failure thing. So I'll show you a nice little trick we can do with Kotlin. Is we can add an extension function of this type. Just go create a package called extensions. I will create an extension for retrofit, Kotlin classify retrofit. Okay, so I'm going to do create an inline fun call for retrofit dot enqueue, and just import retrofit.call.enqueue, make t a generic parameter. This enqueue is going to take a function as an argument. So I'll just show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this dot enqueue, and I'm going to pass an object of type callback. Okay, t, and when I do that I will have to implement the members here. So my members are on failure and on response. So what I'm going to do is I will create a function called done, which is going to be a function which takes t as throwable and which takes response as response generic type t. Okay, sorry, yeah, there we go. And this is a function that does not return anything, so it's going to be a function that returns unit. So what I'm going to do is I will call done with t and null if there is a failure. Okay, so I'm going to make response nullable as well, and then I'm going to do is done with null and response when I get actually a response. Now of course if this is an inline function, we need to the lambda parameters need to be cross inline. For this to work. Okay, so this is an extension function that I created, and that's going to help me do this. I'm going to do enqueue, and you will see that inside enqueue there is one of the options which is this t and response, and we see that if response exists and there is body exists inside that, then what we'll do is we'll do global feed dot post value it. So post value is a way to it dot articles. Okay. So post value is a way to update the value of global feed if we are running inside an asynchronous function, and we are running, because when we run enqueue, it runs an asynchronous function. So if you are in a different thread, then use post value. Post value is going to update the value of this object. So we'll go ahead and inside my home fragment, what I'm going to do is we got this view model. We'll do view model dot refresh global feed is something that I do, but before that I'm going to do view model dot observe. So view model dot I think global feed dot observe. So I'm going to observe for changes in that. The first parameter needs to be a function that returns lifecycle, so I can just return the lifecycle object because the fragment has a lifecycle. The second parameter is going to be a function inside which the articles have come, so I can do log.d articles, say count equal to it.size. Okay, so let me just import the log function. If I run this and when I open my home page, I should find the size equal to 20 or something like that I should get. Okay, so there we go. Start that. Okay, and I don't know, did we we got an error somewhere here? Okay, so we got an error because the internet permission is missing. I forgot adding that. I'll go to my manifest and add the internet permission here. Uses permission internet. Okay, so you need the internet permission to be able to make, of course, internet access calls. Let's just run this stuff again and see how that goes this time. Okay, homepage opens up. We got this articles count equal to 20, the log that we just set. So we're able to fetch the articles. So far so good. Next, what we're gonna do is use this recycler view, and we'll do show all the articles on my screen. So I'm gonna do is of course in I'll create a package called adapters. So new package called adapters. I'll create a article feed recycler adapter. I'll create a Kotlin file class called article feed recycler adapter. Okay, article feed recycler adapter. Okay, awesome. this of course is going to extend from article, so class article feed recycler adapter extends from recycler view dot adapter, and we'd have a view holder for that. So you can do like class article view holder extends from recycler view dot view holder. We'll have to implement certain things, change to constructor invocation, and just a second, I'll just change this to add constructor parameters for like this item view, and there we go. So I'll add the body later on, but I'm going to do is add article view holder as the generic object down there. Okay, import this stuff. I'm sorry. Article view holder. Yeah, there we go. Now, of course, I need to I don't know what change to constructor invocation, implement the members. So there we go. We need to implement on create view holder, on get item count, on bind view holder, all that stuff. So what we need, of course, is first we need to create a layout type, which we're going to use here to show each item inside the list. I'm going to go to res layout, create a new layout resource file. I'm going to call it list item article. It's going to be a linear layout. Okay, and there we go. So linear layout with orientation vertical, match parent stuff looks good to me. I'll just add a couple of text views here. Text view, text view with match parent, height, wrap content, a couple of them. So you can add this tools namespace for previewing purposes. You can add like tools ns equal to something like this, and then you can add tools text equal to article title. Then you can do like tools text equal to so if you open like this preview here for this, you can start seeing what I'm writing here. So this linear layout, let's give it some margin of 10 dp and give it some padding of 10 dp. Okay, let's give it appearance of, I don't know, heading, text appearance headline. Okay, then give it like text appearance here of I don't know, subhead. Okay, there you go. Text, this is the description of the article here, something like that. Okay, so yeah, that's how the recycler is gonna look like. Okay, we got text view for this, so let's give this id text view article title, let's call that id text view article description. Yep, there we go. So we have got this article title, article description stuff in linear layout. I'm gonna give the height to wrap content up there, so it's gonna take only the amount of space that it needs to take. We go to my recycler view, and on create view holder, I need to create this view. I need to go like parent dot context dot layout inflator. So I need to a system service or context dot get system service layout inflator service as layout inflator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call width, put this into that. Okay, I'm going to write like this: width, the layout inflator service. I'm going to call inflate, and I'm going to call r dot layout dot list item article. Pass we'll pass the parent as the view group, and attached to root I'm going to pass as false. Okay, so that's going to inflate this view, of course. Okay, and I think I can write like this. I can write equal to here, so it's going to return the view which we return from here. I think this returns the view, right? And we need to create a on bind view. We need to create an article view holder. So I will take this and I will do article view holder, pass that into this. Okay, so there we go. We are able to create an article view holder using the view that we created while inflating it. When we construct an article feed recycle adapter, what we'll do is we'll create a private variable called article list equal to array list of articles. Okay, get item count, we are going to do is return article list dot size. Okay, and if we create a function called function update article list, it gets an argument of this type, new article list of the same data type. I'm going to do article list dot empty I think clear, then article list dot add all, and pass the new article list into it. This way I can update the article list via this function. On bind view holder, what I'm going to do is so we're going to do tv underscore so the ID for this layout is TV article title. Okay, so we got holder dot okay, inside my article view holder, I'm gonna do item view I'm going to call this function called bind view, which does is take item view dot TV underscore or TV article title equal to dot text equal to so inside bind view I'm going to pass an article of type article like this equal to article dot title. Okay, and then I'm going to do item view dot TV article description TV article description dot text equal to article dot what do we have got body. Okay, so there we go. We can pass only a short part of the body, like do substring from substring start index and do like first 100 characters, something like that. Okay, so substring, if I do like a range, or like we can do 0 to 100, so first 100 characters, so substring of that and pass that into the description. So only the 100 characters we're going to pass. We don't need to show the entire body. That will show when we open the article entirely. Okay, so that's the bind view thing does. On bind view, what I'm going to do is I'll do holder dot bind view on article list at this position. Okay, so I'll fetch the article that is supposed to be at this position, and I'm gonna fetch that, and I'm gonna bind it into the holder. So the binding function does the job of, you know, setting up everything into the text field and all of that stuff. Okay, okay, so let's go ahead and let's put that into our fragment for the home fragment. Okay, what I'm gonna do in the home fragment is I'm gonna create something like this: private LiveData init var article article recycler view of type recycler view, and on create view I'm gonna do is equal to this dot apply. Yeah, article recycler view equal to find view by id, r dot id dot r I think rv. Okay, and what else do we do? Article recycler view dot layout manager equal to linear layout manager. Oh, and we need to pass, like, I think the context into this. So we'll do like, oh, we'll pass get context into that, and we'll do article recycler view dot adapter equal to, and I'm going to construct a new article feed recycler adapter. In fact, I'll do is I'll just create an article feed recycler adapter rather, and I'm gonna do is get access to this recycler view and just okay. So there you go. We construct this article feed recycler adapter. We turn this into the adapter for the recycler view. Now that when we observe things, what we're gonna do is we are not just gonna log the value of things. What we're gonna do is we will do article feed recycler adapter dot update article list equal to, and I'm gonna pass the new article list, which is it dot articles. Sorry, it dot yep. So whenever the global feed inside the view model is changing, it will update the article list adapter. So article list adapter up there, it's gonna refresh the article list, it's gonna bind all the values again, it's gonna do notify dataset change so that the list can regenerate itself. Let's just see. I think at this stage this should work. Hopefully it does not crash or something. Oh, I think it did crash. Let's check what happened out here. RV article feed must not be null. Okay, so I think had some problem with this. Oh, sorry. We need to do it like this dot RV article feed dot layout manager, like that. Okay, I think we need some more error somewhere. Let's see what happened on inside bind view. Okay, so let's just use the body for now. Let's just use the body for now. So I think some of the bodies can be, very small in size, so they can create a problem. And there we go on our page. We got the article titles, and we got the description of the article coming in as well. Okay, we can do something like article dot body. I don't know, if article dot body dot length greater than 100, then something like that, dot range 100, or else yeah, I mean that, or this equal to body just directly like this. Okay, so let's apply that, and okay, there you have it. So it's too long, we just get the first 100 characters, otherwise it puts more of them. Dot string plus, so you can do like this, maybe put the dot 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 somewhere there, gonna look like this now. So yeah, if it's longer than that, there's like this dot 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 ahead of that. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We got our article list coming on our page. What we're going to do next is use Android card view. Okay, okay, so what else I'm going to do is I'm going to use card views from Android. So there's like this card view library. Yep, there you go. Android support card view. So it gonna make my articles look more like card kind of thing. So there's a card view layout to achieve this card kind of layouts. And what else I'm gonna do is I will like got the articles running here, and I'll use something called swipe refresh layout. So there is something called Android swipe refresh layout. The swipe refresh layout, it does, I think, something like this. Yeah, you might have seen like in some apps, like if you pull down and like there's like this indicator which goes round and round, and then the feed gets updated. So what I'm gonna do is in this page, if I like pull down, then I'll do the swipe refresh thing and refresh the list of articles on this page. Also, what I need to do is if I scroll to the bottom of the page, it should start loading more articles. Okay, load more articles if I scroll down. Okay, so let's just see how this is gonna go ahead with that. So for swipe refresh layout, there's also a support library to do that. There is a swipe refresh layout. So I'll add swipe refresh layout on card view and start making the make it start looking a little better in the next few videos. Okay, so thank you for going through this. I hope you have not had any doubts till now how you built till now. If you have any problems, do let me know. Thank you so much for watching.